Omar, thanks for joining us. Your thoughts on that performance?
Well, extremely proud of the chaps. Just the effort, the team togetherness. I think even when we went like a goal behind, we showed great character to come back. I think we looked more and more like ourselves. There was a bit of intent. So yeah, look, I can only be proud. Disappointed ultimately that the result's gone against us. But we're playing with 10 men there, and we're still dominating possession. We're still looking to create chances. So I think credit to the boys. They were brave. They were bold. And if you're going to lose, you want to do it in such a manner. So yeah, only proud of the boys. And look, at the end of the day, things haven't been going our way due to injuries, due to decisions. So yeah, I can only look back on that and be really proud of the boys and the performance they put in so far.
2 goals from Ulster, and the first was a special one.
Oh, really good, really good. Yeah. And look, credit to Haps, who picked out a really good pass, putting Theo down the line. Theo was unbelievable today. His energy is so good for us, and he puts in a really good ball. And, when you put balls in the box for Ruel, for Pigs, we're going to get goals. Guaranteed going to get goals. So we need to not starve them of opportunities, continue to keep feeding them, and we're going to get goals. So yeah, he proved that. Yeah.
3 red cards. The first was Stan Happy.
Yeah. I felt like it was a little bit harsh, in all honesty. Anyone who knows the game knows that he's took. I can understand for someone who probably doesn't know the game, the optics, it probably looked like it is one. But anyone knows the way he's gone down, he's buying it, he knows he can't get there. So yeah, extremely disappointing. I think it was really, really soft. But yeah, look, we had 10 men and we still showed good character, and we still tried to get on the ball, we still tried to play, and I think we were really, really positive. So yeah, we'll take the positives from that.
And we know that Paul Terry and Richie Wellens both received red cards after the final whistle. Can I ask you, with your other role as a sort of PFA, there's been chairman, there's been these changes in terms of the referee's decision. We've got 10 minutes of additional time tonight, yellow cards being shown a lot. Does that add to the frustration, do you think?
100%, yeah. I think I don't think players have been part of the discussion, in all honesty. I think changes have been made to try and protect the game in whatever way, but I think they've neglected maybe the load, the overload for players. I think that 10 minutes extra or 50 minutes extra, 6 games in, we're playing another game on top of that. You've got the multi-ball system, which means it's constant. I'm doing a lot more distance than I used to. And even with regards to, just the stricter measures with the rules, if someone's going to get more bookings, and the teams are going to get more bookings if it's going to be, stricter rules, we've got to look at the suspensions. I think the suspensions are still the same. It's still five games and you're done. So teams are going to have a lot more people suspended because of the load. There's potentially going to be a lot more injuries. So it's only going to affect teams, and I think it's only going to affect the football. So I don't know if they've really thought it through. So yeah, really frustrating, and hopefully they can reevaluate their decision with the changes. I think there's too many changes at once. Not to say that some of these changes can't happen. I think multi-ball system is a really good suggestion, but you don't do that on top of the extra time. You don't do that on top of the stricter measures. That's my thought process.
Last season's success was built on a very solid defence. It's been tough at the back in League One so far.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough. We're having to adjust, we're having to adapt. It's a new league, so we're up against better opposition, and we've also made a lot of changes to our team. And so yeah, so we're having to adapt. We're having to find our feet, and at the same time, we're doing so with people that are probably not quite fit as of yet. We're still getting Jordan Graham up to scratch. We're still getting Joe Pigott up to scratch. So yeah, they didn't have the full pre-season with us, which is disappointing. But yeah, and also we've got the injuries. A lot of lads who could be in contention to start in games could be involved, and even with down to the illnesses as well. So I think we're extremely unfortunate with regards to where we're at, the position we're in. But yeah, don't get me wrong, we are well aware that we have to address just our defensive structure, making sure we can get back to keeping the clean sheets that we did in the record that we set last season, because I truly believe that we can. But yeah, it will come. When we get that momentum, it will come.
And what's the mood in the camp as you look ahead to Saturday in Blackpool?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can only do that. We can only look on. The games come thick and fast, so it allows us to move on, which is great. But yeah, look, we're desperate to get a win. I think it showed. We're not a team that's going to fold and just let it happen. We had 10 men. It was still spirited. So I think you're only going to see that from us as the season goes on, as we continue to get fitter. So I'm sure we're going to have a few more players back as well, which will be good. But yeah, we're going to do our best to go and get some points on the board at Blackpool Way.